Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. What do we got here? We've got the healing light and optimism, okay? Healing light and optimism. So this one is about spirit and the other one is about consciousness, spirit consciousness, okay? I feel like it's almost like, you know what? I already know everything's going to be okay. I already know everything's going to work out. So I'm not even going to fret on the things that just are out of my control right now. And we got way too many cards here. One more card, Spirit, for the collective. One more card for the collective. Not two, not three, just one. One more card for the collective, Spirit. What else did I need to know? Oh, and then we've got status quo. Okay. And bottom of the deck, we've got fear. Don't be afraid to shine your light around others. Don't be afraid. You know, don't stick to the status quo because of fear. You know, I mean, really, at the end of the day, don't stick to the status quo because you're too afraid to move forward, too afraid to put yourself out there, too afraid to take that leap of faith. Okay? You know, it's like both of them. They're just like standing at the precipice of something. And it's like, you know, she looks out and she sees like the world is her oyster. You know, the sun rises another day. But here we've got her, it's like, you know, you see her like, I almost see her isolated. Okay, because I see her kind of off and this is all desolate. And then you got like the city over here. So it's like, you know, you kind of stay away from everybody. Yeah, because even here, the streets are bare. Cycle. Energy. All right. So because that is the overall, it is the number 5. And what is 5? 5 is change created by outside forces beyond our control. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, you know, change is inevitable. And if you're willing to change, that's where the healing comes in. That's when you can start seeing the forest through the trees. That's when you start seeing the abundance of that life has to offer. You're done with the status quo lifestyle. That's what I'm seeing here. I think for a lot of you, you're like, you know, oh, I just heard, I'm done with poor people problems. I'm ready for rich people problems now. Good for you. You're done with poor people problems. Like you're ready for the next, you know, next lesson. Someone here, I see you like wearing dresses. I think you like to wear dresses, like maxi dresses. I see somebody here who's wearing maxi dresses. You probably have one in all different colors. I see you more of like somebody who wears solids, not like florals and things like that. I'm seeing definitely solids. And so that's just confirmation that this is your message for some of you. Doesn't mean it's for all of you. I want to read the energy of fear. A frightened woman looks down a ridge that drops sharply below her. Though in the distance is the peace and safety of her beautiful and stately home. This card indicates that a fearful attitude has overtaken you lately, and you can't seem to break away from the anxiety-filled view of things. You know, and it's so apropos with like everything that's going on in the world today. It's really hard to see the forest through the trees. It's really hard not to see and be afraid of all the, you know, because of all the shit that's going on. It says there may, in fact, be something problematic in your daily life. If so, the issue has consumed you and your worry has actually made you feel like you've lost your power completely. This is not the case. You do have the power to turn things around, and you certainly have the inner strength to choose a more optimistic and self-directed approach. See, it talks about taking a more optimistic approach, you know, a more optimistic approach. This is your consciousness. So it's like maybe you subconsciously, and for a lot of you consciously, are fearful of like, oh my God, you know, what are people's intentions? Oh my God, but what if this happens? Oh my God. And it's like, dude, we're here. We're protecting you. You know, be optimistic. You know, life is not like all doom and gloom. It says this is not the case. You do have the power to turn things around, and you certainly have the inner strength to choose a more optimistic and self-directed approach. It says this card could also indicate a strong pattern of self-imposed worry when there's really nothing to worry about. Like the woman in the picture, all you have to do is look around to see the peace and beauty already in your life. You can work on letting these negative patterns go. Choose the energy of trust instead of fear, and know that you have the power to handle anything that may come your way. Your self-trust honors your soul's strength. All you have to do is look around to see the peace and beauty. And it's funny because that's what it's saying here. All she has to do is look around and see the peace and beauty. And all of a sudden, when she opens her eyes, not everything is in black and white. You know, there's a lot of color in between. And yellow, you know, is about strength and courage. It's that solar plexus. Listening to your gut. Look at all the fruits and vegetables. For some of you, you really need to, work on your diet. That could be also a fear. Maybe it's your health. Okay. For some of you, it's your health. You know, try not to stick to the status quo. Start looking outside the box. And I think for a lot of you, maybe you're afraid. You know, I think right now, you know, out of safety concerns, I think you're being asked to be more flexible in your life. Be more flexible. I do feel like there are decisions that are going to need to be made based off of. So, you know, if it is a health issue, you're going to have to make different choices in your life, right? Or if you keep doing what you've always done and continue with the status quo, you're going to keep getting what you've always got, right? But there's healing here, but you have to kind of step out of your comfort zone. You have to definitely step out of the comfort zone. I want to read the spirit. I want to read spirit. What do we got here? Number 8. I love the number 8. It's one of my favorite numbers. A beautiful spirit holds a brilliant sphere of healing light. A gentle yet powerful radiance reaches outward from the orb into your own heart. A time of great personal blessings is in store for you. Loving spirits are ready to bring their healing energy to you at this time. If you have a physical condition that you seek to remedy, meditate on that part of the body involved and allow spirit to bring divine light there. You can use all the tools at your disposal, traditional and metaphysical, to generate the healing that you long for. So be conscious and intuitive in all your self-healing. If it's a mental or emotional issue you're dealing with, call for the angels to fill your mind and heart with their healing love. Even relationships can benefit from the incredible power of divine love. Meditate on the light within and around you. Ask for guidance and healing and let yourself be willing to receive. This card brings a message of potential miracles in your life. Connect with the loving healers in the spirit and angelic world, and don't forget the unlimited blessings that come from the ever-present energy of the divine. You know what? I just feel like this is someone here who has always been afraid to stand out, afraid to try new things, afraid to, stand in their own power. You know, that's what I'm seeing here. And so they've always kind of done the same thing, eaten the same foods every day, you know, just anything to make sure that they are always safe. It's almost like, it reminds me of Groundhog Day for others of you, 51st dates. You know, for others of you, you know, my generation and older, you'll know the movie Groundhog Day. It's like every morning you wake up and you do the same thing. You stick with the status quo because you're absolutely afraid of doing anything outside of that, you know. And, you know, each day you change one little thing. It's like I always tell my clients, you know, you do what's uncomfortable, do what's comfortable. Do what's uncomfortable, do what's comfortable. Do what's uncomfortable, do what's comfortable. Until that rubber band snaps. And then you're already so far outside your comfort zone that now you have a new comfort zone, right? So, you know, I'm definitely getting that feeling for you. What advice do you have, Spirit, for the collective? What advice do we have? Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, we got power and intention. Did I not talk about earlier about you stepping into your own power? You know, setting your intentions. We do have Pluto, which is now direct, and Pluto is going to be transitioning into Aquarius here shortly. So this is about where have we been giving away our power? Okay. And I do feel like we do have the power to transform our light. And this is about healing. We do have the star here, and this is about vulnerability and freedom. For some of you, You know, you just want to be free to choose. I see someone here, you know, move. What country would this be? Would that be like Italy? What country would this be? I feel like some of you guys are, you know, traveling to different countries. I'm definitely getting like worlds away because I see the star here and it's like, I also just see like wishes. I see wishes coming true here. One more card for the collective, Spirit. One more card for the collective. What advice do we have? Blessings and abundance. And I saw that here with the optimism card. You know, she's got a lot of abundance around her. You know, these cards are extremely signs and reminders. Yeah, this is your reminder that everything's going to be okay. Like I said earlier, you know, I don't have to be afraid anymore. It's okay to step into your power. It's okay to, you know, say, hey, this doesn't work for me anymore. It's okay for me to be seen now. You know, I don't need to stay in the confines of this. Like, there's a whole world waiting for you to show up. I feel like you're going through a major transformation. I feel like what I was saying earlier with Pluto now moving into Aquarius, the star is Aquarius. What is Aquarius about? It's about humanity. It's about freedom. It's about being a rebel. You know, being a rebel, reminding you of who you are. Reminding you of who you are. I think for some of you, if you're on the fence about travel and, you know, putting yourself out there and going out and seeing the world, I think that there's a lot of blessings if you were to do that. I think that you would actually, you would benefit from that. The people that you would meet, it's like there's a whole world waiting for you to show up and would be highly disappointed if you didn't. And look at that. Oh my God, I say that and then I see the world here. I think that what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing signs and synchronicities of your, like what it is that is going to help you create your blessings. So say for some of you, it's, you know, going over to Scotland, like something's telling me like, I got to go to Scotland. I got to go to Scotland. Like you just feel that pull. And then all of a sudden you meet somebody and they're like, yeah, we just got back from Scotland. Or you go into a grocery store and on the back of their shirt, it says, you know, Scotland on it, you know. I feel like the universe is going to like start like putting these like blinking lights in front of you. That's like, yeah, start looking into going that way. Start, you know, it's so funny because the universe does that when it comes to like, okay, we want to travel or we want to move over here. Okay. But man, when it comes to relationships, they're all hands on. When it comes to where we're supposed to be going, it's like, oh, we'll just leave you, you know, some breadcrumbs and, you know, puzzle pieces and whatnot, and it'll be up to you to put it together. Relationships, it's like, no, you can't have that. You know, it just comes in and like rips shit apart for you. They're kind of assholes like that. But I feel like if you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and come out of this status quo energy, that's where your blessings and abundance are. I really like this reading for you guys today. I love how colorful it is. It's got like the colors. It's got the, you know, the only card that I see is a little, you know, darker is this one. And it's the first card out, but clarifying it. Look at that. Clarifying it. I feel like there's going to be some messages that come in. I think you're going to end up getting some messages, whether that's from your guides, spirits, ancestors. We're all messengers for spirit. So, you know, every one of us is the conduit for messages, whether you realize you're doing it or not. I feel like this new moon also that is coming up is going to have some type of significance. And I really feel like whether it's Aquarius season or when Pluto goes into Aquarius, I feel like it's when we have a major Aquarian activation is when you're going to see all these like changes happening. For some of you, you are Aquarius. Maybe you're starting to see those changes happening already. Like, again, you guys are going to feel Pluto's energy come in long before, you know, especially if you're very sensitive. If you're feeling confused, I feel like there's a light that's getting ready to shine on you. I'm going to leave that here. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And thank you to everyone who has donated to my channel. And I will chat with you again soon. Take care.